Hello. Welcome to Loyal Royal Tarot. I know. Again, within I don't know, it's only been an hour or so before I've been in front of you again, and this is really good news, right? We're doing a marathon possibly today. I can't make any promises. Aries, it's all about you right now. You didn't know? Yeah, I'm sending good energy to you and yours, wherever you are in the neck of the woods. Doesn't matter. We're about to shuffle here because we're getting into your inner child channeling reading. Yes, the boy or girl in you, Aries, is about to speak. That little kid in you. I can only imagine what that would have been like. Being an Aries as a kid, woo, litty bitty, litty bop. That's probably what you were called as a kid, right? A litty bop? I don't know, but we're going to hop right on into this reading. We want to know if your inner child could speak to you right now. What would it say? Some people might think, hey, what does that matter? That was like 29 years ago. I'm a grown man or woman now. Why would I even care about what my inner child wants to say to me? Because your inner child, believe it or not, is the secret to your success. Did you know that? I didn't know either at first, but I'm learning here at Loyal Toil, where we don't toil, we royal. Loyal Royal Tarot. You're going to find out that we uncover a lot of ancient wisdom here. And so without further delay, we're going to wait for your fly and see what message comes out as it relates to your inner child channeling. What does the kid in you want to say to you today? Oh, Aries. And your color coding again. Yeah, so like all in here, Okay, so you are Aries, living poetry. You are living poetry. You are living poetry. You could literally be living a poem. You are living poetry. It's almost like, sometimes people say like, you are a walking billboard because you're displaying some type of a message or merchandise product. But in this case, they're saying you are living poetry. Number 32 could be significance. You could be 32 years new. Maybe 5 is bearing some significance. Maybe you were 5 when you start writing poetry, Aries. Is that possible? Maybe something happened at 32 that triggered you back to the time in your life when you were 5 years new. Interesting. You are living poetry. You are living poetry. You embody the poetic vibration of life. Uh-oh, that might be the title. You embody the poetic vibration of life. Wow. That's what the kid in you wants to tell you on today. Aries, let's say it together. You embody the poetic vibration of life. Ooh, beautiful. That is beautiful. Oh, celebrate your wins, Aries. Wow. This was at the bottom of the deck. Remember, we talked about what it means here at Loyal Royal Tarot. When we see the bottom of the deck, at any time I say the bottom of the deck, I don't care if it's another read, a love reading, any type of a reading. If I mention the bottom of the deck, you know that means that this is your solution. This is the root of the reading. This is the message that's going to keep you 10 toes down. And what's going to keep you 10 toes down is the remembrance. The remembrance. The inner child in you wants you to be reminded and never forget that you are living poetry. No matter how much space moves along in each moment and time continues to progress, and no matter how much time is between another space and another moment, In other words, I don't care how old, quote, quote, too old or not old enough that you think you are, Aries. Spirit wants you to know that you are living poetry. Your inner child also wants you to know that you should be celebrating your wins. The inner child, if they could speak right now to you, Aries, they would say that they've been watching you from afar. Just kind of picture that for a minute. You know, because now we're grown and some of us have children and they're looking at us. But imagine for a minute if it were at all possible. If your little kid and you could kind of like be sidelining you right now, just kind of hanging out with you, this is what they would be saying, like, yo, you know what? Do you know that you are living poetry, Aries? You should be celebrating your wins. Your inner child today, Aries, is saying, why isn't it that we can see? This is the child in you speaking. Why is it, Aries, that I can see the living poetry in you? And I'm hoping that you can see it too. And this is a time of celebration and gratitude. I'm also hearing, Aries, that you are resonating in your childlike energy. Fire signs, for the most part, are the children. And we're going to be reading Leos next, by the way. Leos actually rule children. They have the ability to compel children naturally, no matter how old they are or how new they are. We don't do age here. You'll see I'm a stickler for words. But yeah, Aries, celebrate your wins is what your inner child is telling you on today, because you are living poetry. It's like I want to say, I want to do something else, but I'm just going to go with the flow and I'm going to leave it here. This is the first time you're jump starting this, Aries. You know how it goes. You're the pioneers of the bunch. Hey, whatever happens at this point shall happen most successfully. And Spirit wants you to celebrate your wins on today because you are a winner. I want to thank you so much for watching Loyal Royal Tarot. And until next time.